Everyone, Coach Mike here with another guided programming question. This one is an excellent question, in my opinion. This one says, I just wanted to follow up with our classroom discussion on the Facebook page when it comes to exercise selection. This question is from Rick. Rick's also a member of RTS Classroom. If you don't know what RTS Classroom is, you can go to store.reactivetrainingsystems.com and look under classroom, the classroom section, and we can fill you in. But back to the question. Following up on our classroom discussion when it comes to exercise selection, how do we adjust guided programming to help serve our weaknesses? Like I said, it's an excellent question, and it's one that we answer from time to time, but this is definitely in need of a refresher. So, guided programming is just that. It's guided programming. I send you the programming and I'm going to guide you through it. It's not quite to the level that I would call coaching, because we're not, getting our hands dirty with the modifications for you. So in that sense, we send you the programming and guide you through it. So to guide you through it, this question in particular having to do with exercise selection. If you send in some videos, I'll do a weakness analysis for you, or if you do a weakness analysis on your own, whatever, it's up to you. You need to identify your weaknesses, figure out what exercises to do, and then you're just going to manually swap those out. So let me give you an example. The program is set up for somebody who's weak off the floor in the deadlift. The reason for that is because most people that are in guided programming are flat back deadlifters, and almost every flat back deadlifter needs more strength off the floor. It's scary how consistent that is. So that's why the program is set up in this way. Now let's say that you're a round back deadlifter. Your weakness is around knee level, and you're in guided programming. So the program is set up for somebody who's weak off the floor. Well, if you do the program as it's written, it's not going to be bad for you. It's important to mention that too. So as we say a lot of times in classroom and other places, gaining strength in a lower range of motion is seldom wasted. So by improving your strength off the floor, that's going to still have a carryover. It may not be the carryover that we were hoping for. So if you want to modify your programming to focus more on the lockout, you would take those assistance exercises that are in the program and swap those out for exercises that target your weakness a little bit better. Now, keep in mind that the overall strategy is one that you don't want to swap out all of them, but it's okay to swap out some of them. So let's kind of continue on with that example a little bit. Let's say the 3 exercises in our programming as it's written are rack pulls, pause deadlifts, and deficit deadlifts. Well, the rack pulls for somebody who's weak off the floor are a superloading exercise. Now, you're weak at the lockout, so that's okay. You can leave that in place. The second movement is pause deadlifts. For you, instead of pausing off the floor, I would pause just below the knee or wherever your weakness happens to be. The idea there is to modify that movement so that it targets your weakness a bit better. And then if you wanted to swap out the deficit deadlifts for, say, a deadlift against chains, you could do that as well. And so you don't need a lot of tweaks, but just some small tweaks will help dial in that program and make sure that you're getting the best results that you can be.